put this in the beginning. Family, don't watch.
This is your trigger warning.
This is your trigger warning. Family, don't watch. I saw a girl.
Okay.
Thank you. She had, the Fleetwood Mac song, the Time Cast a Spell on You, because you won't forget me. You know that song?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Oh. Well, tell me. Sing it. Sing it to me.
That one.
Okay. I'm going to pretend like I know. Yes, I know.
Oh my God.
Okay. What did she do?
She tattooed Time Cast a Spell on You because you won't forget me. And so when she's like doing one of these bad boys, it's like, because they say that song is a spell.
So when she's double fisting,
yeah, the dude can see it.
The dude's junk.
Yeah,
he can. So she double fists.
I'm all good for her and him if this is a thing because not everyone is like that. Have you seen the grapefruit trick?
No, tell me about it.
Where you cut a hole in a grapefruit. Give me your water. Oh wait, I have a water. You cut a hole in the grapefruit, and you stick the grapefruit, or you stick the ween in the grapefruit.
I would think like the acids dripping.
You have to be careful that it doesn't get into the hole.
Right.
So you put it more at the base.
Okay.
And you use your mouth and the grapefruit to because it's wet.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I would never, but I saw it in a movie. Not that kind of movie.
Not the kind of movie on Netflix or the kind of movie on Netflix.
The kind of movie on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not like a hub movie. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But you would never try it.
No.
Why not?
No. I just feel like that's doing the most.
It's a lot.
And if I'm doing that for you, you better freaking.
Well, see, that's the thing. If he has it all prepared, I'm like kind of a little weirded out. Yeah. But like, whatever, dude. Like,
but then you better treat me
if that's your kink. Okay, so we're like in relationships. Like if some rando is like, are you DTF? Like with this grapefruit? Okay. Also, I'm not riding after that.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm probably not riding for like a couple of days.
You need to shower 8 times before I even think about it.
Yeah.
No, because that's a yeast infection.
Yeah.
I'm not down.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's like more than like a whole bad day for me.
Totally.
Oh my God. I would die.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
Not into it.
Okay. Welcome to this episode of Classy, Sassy, and Shade. What are we talking about today? Drunken high
stories.
Horror stories. I don't have the book. I left it.
Well, ask me a question.
Let's do a joint prompt.
Okay.
Okay. So you encounter aliens for the first time. What do you do? It's not like a global, like the whole world doesn't know there's aliens. Like an alien literally walks through the door right now. Like what do you do?
And it's just him and I. Is it a boy?
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that you probably don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just me.
You stumble upon like an alien and it's like obviously like.
I think I really freak out. I think I probably panic.
Are you just going to scream? I don't trust anything, so I think you're like in a suit. You're
all where's the zipper?
I'm like pinching and shooting.
Stop touching me!
They fucking pull out the ray gun. Get back, bitch! Pew pew.
I think I would.
I would literally have to touch it. I would have to touch it.
I would too. I'd be like screaming and like freaking out, but I'd want to like
on my hand.
I just want to like rub. Yeah, rubs. I just want to rub.
What if it looks slimy?
Oh, then no. That's a textural nightmare for me.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Slimy wet things are not for you.
No.
Okay. I don't think I have a textural. The only thing that I think of that like makes me is spoiled milk.
As someone that's lactose intolerant, that's my nightmare.
Yeah.
And there was one time I was like starving and I was at work and I saw that one of those like drinkable yogurts in our fridge and I didn't even check like the date.
Oh.
And I didn't even care that it was lactose because I was so hungry and I just like chugged it real quick. Didn't even taste it. And then afterward I was like that's something's not right.
Oh God. And I think for me, we all kind of drink out of the carton at home and I have drank bad milk and it immediate, like your stomach immediately is like, nope.
Exit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like not even make it to the bathroom, just pull it from my mouth and literally into the sink.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drink milk?
Not very often, no.
But like you do drink it.
I mean, I do. Yes, sometimes.
That's sick. Chris does too.
I mean, most people are milk drinkers.
Nope.
I like drink milk like maybe once every other month because my whole family are like milk fiends. And I have to have, if I'm going to drink milk, it's because I'm eating cookies.
Okay. Yeah. That's justifiable.
I pour it in a cup and then I stick that cup in the freezer and I wait like 15, 20 minutes because my milk needs to be so
ice cold. Yeah.
Like it needs to have that film of glass on top of it.
What % are you drinking?
I don't know that I have like really a preference anymore.
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Because when I started drinking oat milk, I got used to 2% or the texture of 2%.
Yeah.
I've always been a vitamin D drinker throughout my whole life, but I sway both ways.
I just cannot.
I swing for both.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
What about oat milk?
I can't like drink it. I prefer oat milk flavor wise, but it has to be in cereal. I can't just like drink a cup of oat milk. I can't. You guys are weird. Like the second date Chris and I ever went on, he was like, "Oh, I've got to get my nightcap." And I was thinking he was like going to pour a glass of something and it was milk.
The second date, are we talking about you guys being in bed together?
That was the first time we slept together. If that's what you're asking.
Did you just out yourself? I'm all nightcap. I'm thinking you're at a bar. He's going to order a cocktail and you're like, he goes and pours himself a glass of milk. And I was like, you just told everybody you were at your house.
No, the first date was at his house.
I knew that.
Which sounds so skanky.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that.
Because you'd met before. You didn't meet at his house.
No.
Right.
We had known each other, but I was also at the same time like, okay, he asked me if I would come over for dinner. What does this mean? Like in my mind, I was like, does he like
hyper analyzing it?
Yeah. And so I shaved everything, but didn't have the intention of sleeping with him. I was like,
in case he tried.
But in case, like if he like touched a knee or something, I don't want him to be like, ew, you know?
Yeah.
But like,
no, I get it.
But there was a point where we were sitting on his couch and we were talking like, he was laying back on the couch and I was facing him kind of like leaning forward. And he put his hand like on my, like playing with my hair, like on my back. And I was like, he trying to get it. He trying to get it. But that didn't happen. It didn't. I waited till the next day. Which was the next day. What a hoe.
I know. Good for you.
I was like, you know.
Okay. This time, it worked out in your favor.
This is the only time
I don't recommend
worked
this.
out. No,
I don't recommend this.
This is the only
it worked
time
out in your favor.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a hoe story.
Okay.
For drinking, but should we do that? Should we do the PG-13 one? Your story's not a hoe story.
It's not.
Do you have a hoe story?
Totally.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let's do your not hoe story first, and then we'll go hoe stories.
Okay. Well, the first story that I wanted to share, my mom's going to kill me.
It's about her mommy.
It's about my mom. So I don't really do this anymore, but I did used to dabble with the marijuanas.
I thought you were going to tell me witchcraft.
I've done that one time.
You know what? I totally have a use for that right now.
Dude.
Let me just go get a doll.
Dude, I like for reals. I've done something one time.
Are we talking about witchcraft? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't recommend it. It's not so scary.
Okay.
But that's a story for another time. But so okay. So my business partner, her husband works in cannabis. Like he works like in a lab. Like he's like a chemist kind of. Super interesting. But because of this, she's always got things with her. Like she always has little edibles or like things like that. Yeah. So there was one day we were at work a few years ago and I just wasn't feeling good. Like I was just having some anxiety and I don't remember why. I was married. I probably was upset about something.
I was married. That's probably why I was super anxious.
Literally. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel very good. So she gives me like a few like 5 milligram edibles.
Okay.
If you know anything about me, that's even too much for me. But I didn't know that at the time until that.
Yeah.
So she was like, you're going to just not even feel anything. Because she's a freaking...
How many did you take?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
But she's literally like, she can have like 8 of those and she'll feel something.
100%.
I am not that person.
Yeah. If I have to microdose.
Big time.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that because I'm like, 5 milligrams sounds like nothing. Yeah. So it's fine. So I eat one and I'm working and I'm fine. All of a sudden, I'm like, I have to cancel my day. I gotta go, right? Well, she had given me like 5 of them and I had a little coin purse that I would keep like my like tummy candies in, like car sick candies, IBS situations. Like I have a little coin purse that I keep everything in.
It's your little first aid kit.
It's my little first aid kit. Yeah. So I put those in there.
Makes sense.
Well, my parents and my brother, I don't know why I didn't go. We're going to a distant cousin of mine's wedding. This side of my family is Mennonite. Okay.
Okay.
And my mom is like, the roads are kind of windy. Like, can I take your coin purse with me? And I'm like, totally. Well, the edible little bags have pot leaves on them. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if she'll see it, but she's going to she won't do that. Yeah. You know, she's not dumb. So they leave, whatever. So my brother ends up calling me and he's crying, laughing. He's like freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, what's going to happen to mom? And I'm like, what did she do? And he was like, she got one of your little candies out of her purse. And she realized only after because it was like a chewable.
Yeah.
And the car sick candies are hard. You suck on them.
Oh, okay.
So she was like, started chewing it. And she's like, this is weird. Like, I don't normally chew on these candies. Swallows it and then looks at the wrapper and is like, oh. And so she's like, how much is in this? Like, what's going to happen? I was like, Mom, it's 5 milligrams. It's not that much.
But it knocked me on my ass yesterday.
I had to like pass away for a sec, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mind you, my mom grew up like in the 80s. Like I know she been hot boxing and stuff. I'm like, you're fine. She's like, no, you don't get it. Like, I'm not gonna be fine. I'm like, you'll be fine. My dad, who this is his family, he's telling everyone that his wife is baked right now.
God.
Everyone thinks it's so funny. She's at a Mennonite wedding, stoned, like done.
Oh my God.
But she had to like keep it together.
Right.
Which makes it worse. When you're high, but you're like trying to keep it together. And so you're like.
It makes you more, yes. It makes you want to like giggle more.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody have anything to say? She's all
yeah. Well, and it was at this side of my family like has money, and they were at this super expensive winery, and so my mom's like, I couldn't even drink. Like she was so excited. Dude, so she's like freaking out, and she's texting me, and she's like, this is not good. Like, and I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. Like I tried to tell you like you were going to be fine, but I lied. I'm like, I have to have like, I bite like, they're small.
Like a corner.
But I'd bite like a corner.
Yeah.
Just to like go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like but she told
Like
me
you just like lick it. And
literally, I'm
then
like,
go to
yeah.
bed. Yeah.
But now she does not trust me. She thinks I drugged her. And but yeah.
You're like, now I'm really disappointed I didn't go to this wedding.
I do.
I would literally like, oh man, I would have such FOMO. Like
I know.
such FOMO.
I don't know why I wasn't there. I was married. I didn't do anything in that time. But
Yeah.
I
You
was
weren't
like,
allowed to leave the house. Let's be
I
honest.
was in a cage.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to go. I'm sorry. I have to go back to my cage now.
Thank you for letting me step outside.
He just cleaned my kennel. I need to be rekennelled.
He's all, you can go to work. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you're paying my bills.
Bring me money. Bring me money.
yeah.
Get back in your kennel.
But I've had like a green out like that. Like she did not feel good, but she said that she took the best sleep of her life that night.
I bet. I bet. That's like the best.
But I have been in that spot where I'm so high, I think I'm having a seizure. I'm like laying in the shower telling God I'll never smoke again if he just sobers me up. Like I'm like, I've been there.
How many calls has he gotten from you where you're like, if you just sober me up, I'll never do this again?
He probably laughs at me.
Yeah, he doesn't believe you.
No, he's like,
No.
yeah, okay.
He's all,
I'm all never.
he's all, I love you, you're my child, but you lie. You lie.
You liar.
Oh my God. When did you start drinking? How old were you?
21. I waited.
Oh, okay.
Because I literally was,
Noob.
I was
This is
seriously,
bullshit.
I had, you know what?
Oh my God. My story's from like when I was 16.
I was like 22, I think.
Why do we have such different lives?
Yeah, well, because I was in purity camp, babe.
I know. I thought that everyone that went to purity camp to become unpure.
Most people
That's true.
did,
That
but
tracks.
I think part of it is like I love my parents, but they did scare me.
You have like an unusual, but I get that
Yeah.
because that's why I don't do any drugs. I was
Yeah.
epileptic growing up, and so
Yeah.
my mom was like, I know we talked about her like last episode, but she was my best friend till I was 9.
Yeah.
And I was epileptic from 3 to 16, and she told me if you do anything and you have a seizure, like one, you need to be very, very, very aware of the people that you are around.
Yeah.
Are they going to like stay with you?
Are they going to help you?
Are they going to help you? And two, you don't know what this drug it has in it, and it could affect the chemicals in your brain, which could cause you to have a seizure.
Yeah.
Like, and that sounds like a bad time. So
Totally.
I used to be, well, still, I'm the girl that has a great time around all the people that are like inebriated.
I'm totally fine being sober.
Yeah.
I actually kind of prefer it because I want to be able to be like, do you remember when you did this? Like, I like being the one that knows.
Yeah, me too. So for my experience, I was not the one that remembered. I cannot. So since you didn't really have this kind of childhood, I could not. And I'm saying childhood, that sounds so bad. But so I started drinking when I was like 14 years old, tried like vodka sodas, stuff like that.
That's
it was
so
what my
crazy to
mom
me.
had at the house, because my mom started drinking when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And then became an alcoholic within a couple of years after that.
Yeah.
So like alcohol at my house was like totally normal. So me and my friend were like, oh yeah, let's try it. And I used to clean around just like a kid, you know, is told to do or whatever.
Yeah.
And my mom used to drink Pepsi all the time, even before she became an alcoholic. So there were several occasions in my very younger years, 10, 11, where I would pick up a glass of Pepsi and chug it because I had walked home from school or whatever. And it was her rum and Pepsi from the night before. And then I threw up from alcohol several times before I ever actually drank. Several times.
God. Because you would chug it not thinking.
No. And then I would literally just like spit it. And then it's like burning in your throat. Rum, it's burning in your throat. It's burning in your chest. It's burning in your stomach. You have no idea that this like is supposed to burn. But like I'm chugging it.
And Pepsi is spicy.
Yes. And it's from the day before. So it's got like diluted ice in it. It's like gross. It's hot. It was awful. Awful. I still remember it. I remember that in my first cigarette.
I never smoked a
To
cig.
this day. I remember that in my first cigarette. I had spaghetti that night, and I remember that because I threw it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I tell people that I was a good kid because I was not doing all the drugs and drinking as much as all of my friends were. But when we compare me to you,
I was an angel.
I was not a good kid.
Yeah.
So I like snuck out a handful of times. I was not really the sneak out kind.
Yeah.
Honestly, my friends would be like, oh, we're going to come stay the night at your house because your mom's going to get drunk and pass out. And we can sneak out of your house. And 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't even go with them. I'd be like, yeah, I'm down. And then it would be like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, bro, I'm tired.
Yeah, I want to go to
I'm
bed.
not like that anymore, but I was like that as a kid.
Yeah.
I wanted to sit in my window and like read a book, whatever. Okay. So this was not that night. So I was with somebody I trusted. I was with family. And I literally can't tell you like how I get from point A to point B.
Okay.
So I'm drinking with these people. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. We're like playing drinking games, whatever. And that's about the last thing that I remember. I think we ended up like going shot for shot against somebody, which is always I don't know. I have been roofied before in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But this was, I don't know. I think I was too young to really even know what roofing was.
Yeah.
But it's very possible. So I was probably sexually active for about a year at this point. I think I'd lost my virginity when I was like 15. And as far as I remember, I did not sleep with anybody that night. Okay. But I don't know.
No, I could.
The amount of times that I have been intoxicated and remember a man trying to take advantage of the situation is probably enough to make you sick.
That already makes me sick.
But this is the only time that I feel like that situation was successful. I have had someone touch me or grope on me or kiss on my neck or whatever and me be like, ew, gross, get off of me. And like be cognitive enough to be like, no. Or I've told my friend like, hey, I'm getting really fucked up. Like, will you please, like so-and-so is like staring at me. Like, I don't want to hook up with this person. Like, don't let me do this. And my friend will have my back.
Totally.
So I'm usually pretty self-aware. And I think that it's because of this situation early on. But I woke up in the back of a black like car and I was totally giving this guy head. I remember his name because I remember his name.
You woke up this way.
I woke up this.
This is my nightmare.
In my head, I remember thinking, did I fall asleep? Like giving this guy a head. Like, first of all, I'm like so embarrassed. I'm grossed out. I remember his name, but I only remember his name because it was so traumatizing. I lived in Visalia at the time. We were driving to Rocky Hill. Rocky Hill is like the advantage point. It's like it used to be. I don't know anymore because I don't live in Visalia. It was like the makeout point in Visalia. We were driving up to Rocky Hill. I was no longer
just you and him.
No, I was with a girlfriend of mine and another guy. There were 2 guys and 2 girls, and they were like DTF, and I was not.
Yeah,
and so I remember. This whole time, once we got to Rocky Hill, I was like, I need to do something to give this guy the ick.
Yeah.
So I literally stuck my finger down my throat and vomited. Like
on him?
No, but like right out of the car. Like I opened the door, stuck my finger in my throat and threw up because I was like so grossed out. It was one of those. And that's when I realized I was in Rocky Hill. And I remember being like, fuck. Like that's all that's going through my brain. It's like waking up and you're like, who the fuck is this? Like in the morning, like that stereotypical like movie episode, right? Yeah. But I'm in the situation. But the shitty thing is I remember my friend like fucking this guy. She was like 17, I think at the time. I think both of them were 18. Okay. I never saw that guy again after that. I met him. Him and his friend were the 2 people I didn't know. I do not know how I convinced or how my friend got me in the car without like my family member that was there. Like I just left her. I don't know how any of that happened. And then after I throw up, I like literally pass out. And then my friend told me I fell asleep on the bench that her and the dude were like fucking on. Yes. And then we went back home. So she says, as far as she knows, I didn't sleep with dude, but like, I don't, after I throw up, I get out, I realize where I am, I panic, I pass out. I think I like actually pass out, not like I fell asleep.
Like you like fainted.
I think I fainted. And I was sick for like 3 days after that.
I think you got roofied.
It's very possible.
Because especially for you to be sick for so many days too.
I mean, but I feel like I don't know. I don't remember how much I drank because it was so many years ago. It was like almost 20 years ago.
Who is this friend you were with?
21 years ago. This friend is my ex's sister. And that's how me and my ex had originally like met and got together.
Are you still friends with her?
She doesn't live in town. No.
Okay. Because I feel like
we just went different ways. I don't really have any like.
I just feel like she could have been a little more protective of you in this moment.
That's kind of she was kind of wilding out though.
Yeah.
Like during this time of her life from like 15 to 17, 18, she was like more the party girl.
Okay.
She was more the I'm going to stay the night at your house and sneak out. She was sneaking out like regularly.
Yeah.
Drinking, hanging out with friends, like whatever. Like that was what most of my friends were doing. But it was atrocious. It was literally, and then I have like one other situation where this guy was like making out with me and I was like grossed out, but I was too drunk to say I was grossed out. And then he like stuck my hand down his pants and his like peen was like small.
Is this who I think you're talking about?
Like, and I was like, fucking no. Like, oh, like that? Like, isn't it so bad? I was fucked up. I was so fucking drunk that I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. But then his dick was small and I was like, ew, get it away from me.
Get it away from me.
And that's like the second closest time that I ever came to like making bad choices. But I like went to my cousin and I was like, get him away from me. Like make it stop.
Yeah. The second time.
This is well, the worst time was the first story.
Right. But the second time you were with your cousin too, or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same cousin?
Yeah. We used to just, I mean, I was very, well, yeah. I mean, I used to hang out with two of my cousins, the most one male, one female. Yeah. And I mean, they're like in every story that I have from basically like 14 till
cute.
22.
Yeah.
We all used to be like really, really, really close. And they used to live down the street from where I lived. So when I would want to leave, if me and my mom were fighting or if she was passed out or it just in general, I would walk over there. And then at some point, like I kind of just started living over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, oh no, this is not happening. Cause I was like, make it stop. And she's like, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
She always had my back.
Yeah.
The first time I ever got crossfaded was at her house. She was married. We were in not Woodlake. It was Elderwood, I think. And I remember this guy. I don't remember who he was, but he was like kind of all over me. Yeah. And I was high for like my first time ever really being high. And then I was drunk on screwdrivers. And I was just like, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I'm like panicking. And he's like, ooh, you're so hot. And I was like, bleh. And she was like, get away from her. You're making her sick.
Oh my God.
I threw up all night. Yeah.
You lived such a different life.
Yeah, I know. That's why when you're like, I was in camp, I'm like, oh my, you make me feel like a whore. Like
totally. I'm all totally, because I lost my virginity when I was 19 when I had already been with the guy for 3 years.
Yeah, no.
And we stayed together for another 2.5 after that.
I lost my virginity to a friend and it was kind of planned out.
That's cute. I like that. A friend? Like, I like that.
It was like, okay, this is so trashy. This isn't my trashy. My very first boyfriend. Okay. His mom had a ring with a bunch of different sex positions. And I had noticed it. And I'm like in 8th grade.
I know a retired baddie when I see one. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, life. No, I'm just kidding. I had noticed it. I was still a virgin and I was dating her son. And she was like, oh, the guy I lost my virginity gave this to me. We're still friends to this day. If I'm going to give you a piece of advice, lose your virginity to somebody you will still call friend in 20 years. And because it's such a big part of your life. I think it's a big part of your life at the time.
Yeah.
Do I feel like I could still like message that person? I think we still follow each other like on Facebook and stuff. Like I'm not like, oh, I effing hate him. Like I feel disgusted that blah, 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 whatever. We live totally different lives.
Yeah.
But I didn't lose my virginity to her son, which is probably why we broke up, in all honesty, because I was in high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of planned out. He was a virgin and I was a virgin, and it was like a little old for him to be a virgin.
How old was he?
I think we were both like 15, 16-ish.
My God, that's old.
Yeah, it was you're a junior. Yeah, guy. I mean, like guy. Girl.
My poor boyfriend was in college,
and he probably did not believe that you were a virgin.
Well, we were together for so long.
So he believed it.
Well, yeah, because he also knew that I was like in purity camp. So
was he in purity camp?
No, but we started dating when
Do you think he was sleeping with people on the side?
No.
Okay.
That man loved me until he became a gambling addict. And then,
we need to
other
talk
priorities.
about that at some point.
Oh, that's
I've heard like bits and pieces, but not the whole thing.
That's a story for you. But his dad was telling my parents how he went to him and was like, hey, now that you have a girlfriend, do you need to talk? Like, do we need to have that conversation, like the sex talk or whatever? And he told his dad, don't even worry about it. Like, she is not that girl. Like, and his dad told my parents that. My parents were like, oh,
that's our baby.
My kid. But no, we were in, I had just graduated beauty school and he was in college.
I mean, good for you. It should have been me. I mean, I can definitely say because I got with Lana's dad, I was young. Mm-hmm. I was like, maybe I was 14 when I lost my virginity.
That is so impressive to me.
It shouldn't be.
Like, my niece turned 13 just yesterday, and God. I cannot imagine her in a year even thinking about it.
Sleeping with somebody. I think, I also graduated when I was 16. I was
That's fair. You were very
young.
fast track.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was very young. I think I was 13 when I went into high school.
Okay.
Because I graduated my junior year ahead of my class. And then they let me walk in 2005 with my high school class.
Yeah.
But I got with Lana's dad when I was 15 or 16 years old. And I had just 15 or 16 and I had just lost my virginity.
Yeah.
Like right then.
Yeah.
Like at that time. And then we were together for like just under, I'd say 10 years.
You and Lana's dad.
Yeah, me and Lana's dad.
But you and the guy that you lost your virginity to, you were just friends.
So we were never together. That was never a thing.
Did you like him though?
Yeah. And I think I got a little crazy, and then I think he got a little crazy. I think that my cray-cray came first, and then his cray-cray came.
Well, yeah.
Because it makes you, it definitely like kind of fucks you up emotionally, especially when you're like that young. You're like the other person can't think of anything else without you being like insulted.
Yeah.
Like that you're not thinking of me.
Yeah.
Because in your head, you're thinking about them like 24/7 when you're like that young.
Have you seen that 70s show?
Yeah.
When Jackie and Michael like have sex for the first time, and then afterwards she's so like, what can I get you, sweetie? Like, oh, what do you need?
Yeah.
Like, that was so me, because I was so afraid that my boyfriend was like all of a sudden going to discover that he could have sex and there's like multiple women in the world.
Yeah.
And that he was like going to go off and find it.
Yeah.
So I literally turned into this like simp McGimp, like anything you want, baby. Like, oh my God, like, what do you need? Like, obsessive. It was bad.
Oh my God.
I can't. This is why and to this day, I cannot have casual sex. Oh,
because you get to like,
I think that they should be in love with me.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, there's nobody else. Like, it's only me and my Audi against the world.
Me and my I mean, not that I'm in my casual sex days anymore, but I feel like I can't have casual sex because then they're like that.
Wow. Subtle flex. Wow. So you lay it down real nice. Okay.
I just think that like I feel like because I was able to like lose my virginity to someone that there wasn't like an emotional connection to. And then I did, like I said, I got like fucked up. My emotions and everything just got kind of like wonky. I feel like I then had a very realistic like point of view, and I'm not like a one night stand person like either.
Yeah.
I was in such a long-term relationship right afterwards, and then there was like a teeny tiny little gap, but every time that like I slept with someone and we weren't like together, we like ended up together.
Yeah.
And then I remember thinking after dating someone for like a very short period of time is you are never supposed to be a commitment. Like,
you're like, how did this happen?
How did I get pawned into this? Like, you tricked me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
In another life, I'm a man and we're dating and we're sleeping together because I'm trying to figure this out.
I'll show you all the things, honey.
Apparently. But I do think that my, like, how do I say this? Like, because I was in such a box for so long.
Yeah.
And then I was with that boyfriend for like 5.5 years, almost 6 years. And then I've always been like in long relationships. Like I'm never one that's like 6 months here. You know, I'm always like in a committed long relationship. So it's like I was with him, you know, for so long. I had another boyfriend for about a year and then I met my husband and then we got married. Like, and so after my divorce, I was like, well, I'm an adult. I live alone and like, I think I'm going to experiment. And then I got another boyfriend. And then he was weird, you know, and like that. And like, I thought he was going to be more of like a fun thing.
Right. Like almost like a fling or like a rebound. You're like, oh, I can rebound
like
now.
I'm distracted. Yeah. So like, I'm not feeling.
But he got like crazy.
But he got so he pulled a me on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, ew.
Yeah.
Can you not? But, and then from him, I was single for a little bit and I was like, I don't think I'm interested in like sleeping with people. I don't have the mental capacity.
Yeah.
Because I know.
Because it's like emotionally connected.
I will catch feelings.
Yeah.
Or they will catch feelings.
Yeah.
It's going to end up messy. And when I decided to sleep with Chris on our second date, which was the second time we hung out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're obviously we're together then, right? And he was like, no.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
how weird.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Like,
you said that out loud?
Totally. Oh, I don't care anymore. Like, I let my freak flag out. If it's too much for you, like, this is who I am. Like, and
but he was like, no, we're not
He
together.
was like, no. Like, I think that we still need to, like, get to that point.
We need to get to know each other better. You're like, you just saw my outie.
I'm like, you
got to know all inside and all outside.
Right.
Now we're together.
But I had told him.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, hello? But I had told him, okay, we just slept together. If we're going to keep doing this, you're not sleeping with other people. Because, like, I take that seriously. Yeah. Like, I don't want you to hook up with me and then the next day be hooking up with someone else. I don't want to deal with all that. And I also don't want to get the hey girly text from somebody. Yeah. I don't want to deal with all that. So I told him, I'm like, you need to make a decision. You need to be honest with me because I will find out because I work with women and women talk to women, talk to women, talk to women, and then they end up in my chair. And I find out everything.
Know that there's like Facebook groups.
Yeah.
That
are dating the same guy?
Yes, that are dedicated in Fresno and Tulare and Visalia and Hanford.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over. And there's tons. I literally, when I had a friend that broke up with her significant other or whatever, they separated.
Yeah.
And they screenshot, like people I knew screenshotted and they were like, oh my God, is this so-and-so? Like, are so-and-so and so-and-so broken up? Because they weren't like on social media, like making it public. It wasn't messy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like they're separated.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Like, don't worry. What do the comments say? And somebody was like, oh, I think he's dating like my friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, you can tell that person, no, they separated. And I guess at some point somebody said, oh no, they're separated.
Yeah.
But I was like, so crazy.
I love that Facebook page. I like to
just go and like watch.
Oh, dude, did you see Chris on there? I have a hater, and he has we have a mutual hater.
Yeah.
I think I've told you a little bit about that.
Yeah.
That posted him on Are We Dating the Same Guy? And
under like a false name,
under
account.
a totally, there's no picture, under a total fake
like
Facebook.
A female's name or a male's name?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
So it was a little while ago.
Yeah. Okay. And my phone starts blowing up. And he's sitting next to me, and I'm like, because we already know. And he's like, oh my God. But like, it's funny because that's just from even that. And I know how stupid I sound being like, guys, he's innocent. I know how stupid that sounds, but if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But
that would be too much effort for Chris.
I'm too much effort for Chris. Like he could not. But like the amount of women that gather around and are like, girl, I just saw this. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, I know what you've been through. Do not let this fool do this to you.
Even when you have haters, they want to see your downpour. So you don't just get it from the girls that want to support you. You get it from the girls that want to hate you too.
Oh my God, girl.
So if you think that you can be out in public and be sneaky, it's really not happening.
He had a work meeting probably like December, I think it was, because I remember it was around Christmas time, and I knew about it. And he was at this work meeting with a female.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my clients saw him in the wild and was like, click, your man's with another girl. And I was like, girl, it's okay. And I texted him, and I'm like,
you should have sent him the picture.
I was like, dude, you can't get away with nothing. And like, so like when he and I knew this about my life because of the job that I'm in.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if you sleep with other people, I'll know.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
I'm like, I'll find out. So like, don't go there with me.
Yeah.
And so I always say, because our first date was on January 11th, I say that that's our anniversary because we weren't like dating other people at that time.
Yeah.
But then on April 11th, he was like, oh, yeah, I'll be your boyfriend now. Weird. And I was like, are we not together?
You're all wait.
I'm all waiting. Okay.
What have you been this whole time?
I know. It's like, okay. So,
cool.
But yeah, no casual sex for me. I'm like, if you're trying to get this, you only getting this. You're not getting it.
Yeah, lock
anywhere
in.
else.
You're all lock in.
Lock in, figure it out.
What's your drunk story?
Okay.
I'm all, you're not getting out of this.
I'm all, dang it.
I know. You thought I'd forget.
Okay, so
mine was so bad.
Mine is not that bad. Okay. I know. I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna like follow your footsteps here.
That's why I went first, so that way you'd feel more comfortable. I literally had my mouth on someone else's dong.
You're so sweet.
I didn't even know who he was.
You're so kind.
I know, and I did that for you. My past self did it for you to tell this story.
That's really sweet.
I know. You're welcome.
So I was house sitting for a friend of mine, and I was texting this guy.
I hope none of my family watches this.
This is your trigger warning. Family. Put this in the beginning. Family, don't watch.
Yeah, this is your trigger warning.
This is your trigger warning. Family, don't watch. Okay. So I was house sitting for my friend, and I was maybe 22, maybe 21 or 22. Like, I can't remember. And I was newly out of my like 5.5 year relationship and whatever. And I literally had no intention of like dating, none of that. Cause I just was so with someone for so long.
Yeah. Kind of gives you like the ick to even think about. Yeah.
But I was kind of talking to this guy, not like talking, but like texting. And like, I could tell that he really liked me, and he was so hot. Okay. In my mind, I'm like, if I'm gonna date, it's gonna be this guy.
Now you're already convincing yourself.
Yeah, I'm like trying to talk myself through it. And I told him I'm house sitting. He's all, oh, word, like, let me come over. And I'm like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. Like, I'm not that girl. Well, he brings over some alcohol. Yeah, right. And so we start drinking. And mind
so
you,
he's like making you that girl. He's like, how do I get that girl to be that girl?
Because I'm to this day, I'm not a drinker because my stomach is so sensitive. It's not because I do enjoy it sometimes, but like.
Yeah, we didn't cheers this morning. It's water because it's like 8 a.m., guys. Sorry.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But so we start drinking, and because I'm not a drinker and I'm only 21 or 22, I get drunk. Like off of a few beers. Like it wasn't even anything. And I'm like, oh man, like, okay. Well, very clearly he was like having the intention of like doing things, obviously. And I'm stupid because I'm like, no, and I'm an idiot.
He likes me for me.
Yeah. And I'm a moron and I'm dumb.
Me for me.
But he's so hot. So I'm like, I don't want to like mess this up.
I don't want to tell him no.
I don't want to tell him no. He's so hot. Like, so all of a sudden, and I'm coherent. I'm drunk, but I'm coherent, right? And we're like watching movies and it's fine. We're just like laughing, whatever. And all of a sudden, family, really, please don't listen to this. I don't know. Not because I was blacked out, but I just right now don't remember how this happened. Like, he's like, let me eat you out. And I'm like, an outie, guys. Like I'm very, this is sacred to me, okay? Like not just anybody gets to see that. And so I'm like, really? Like, and he's like, like, please. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
All right. It was the most horrific experience of my life.
And you tolerated it the whole time?
No, I faked it to make it stop.
Right.
It was like.
So you went through, but you weren't like, this is bad. Like, stop it.
No, because he was so hot. I didn't know what I was going to do yet at this point. Right. So
from the gate, as soon as it starts, you're like, oh, I'm this is
really bad. And it wasn't even like we worked our way up. Like he didn't kiss me. It was just like, take your pants off and let me at it.
Very clinical.
Yes.
Okay. That's gross.
And I'm not that girl. Like you need to like kiss me and
seduce me.
You need to.
Yeah.
And men, if you're watching, take note because what is that? And so, Kate, so also men take note, the female anatomy, okay? There is one spot. You don't have to go anywhere else. Just focus on one area, okay? But there is a nerve next to it that kind of hurts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I don't even really know where the nerve is, but there's a nerve that if you touch it, it's like it just kind of feels like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
He tongue punches this nerve, okay?
Over and over again.
And I make this like, because it literally like feels like you've been like kind of punched in the gut. Like it's weird. And he goes, oh, you like that? And like does it again. And I'm like, I'm gonna pee. Like, I don't feel good. Like this is horrible. But he goes all over the place. It was like he all up and down and all around. I don't even know where he thought he was going. And I'm like, yeah, and
you're so like making a really big
literally,
deal
I deserve an award. I'm an Oscar-winning faker at this point. So he's like, that was my first time doing it,
obviously,
and I'm like, shocker, right? So, but obviously, then he thinks that I should return the favor.
Okay,
and. I'm
favor,
like,
you just bite.
A little bit, I'm like, dude. I'm like, that was horrible.
He's like, you're all
literally. I'm like, this is so sick. And like, I'm all, you hurt me. I should hurt you back, right? Like,
favor.
Yeah,
return the favor. Did you say that out loud?
I mean, he pretty much just like unbuttoned his pants and was
my turn.
Yeah. Colleen, I'm gonna explain something to you. Okay, so let's just say. This is a normal ween, okay? Not a huge one. This is normal.
Yikes.
This is a normal one, okay?
It's like pretty kind of normal. It's a little big. Okay, go.
Well, who are you sleeping with? Jimmy, congratulations. I'm all, yeah, sure, Colleen. Chris looks just like this.
Oh my God, I have to pee. Moving on.
Let's just say,
oh my God.
In Colleen's world, this is normal. Okay, Jimmy. High five. Oh so this guy is probably like here.
Okay, that's not normal.
but I have had I've been around a micro, so this isn't the worst I've seen. At this time, it's the smallest I've seen, but not in my life. It's not the smallest, but
yeah.
So I'm like,
and that's hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like as a rock. Okay. It's like me. So I'm like, and I'm not kidding. I just like, whoop, and it done.
Wow.
And I was like, high five, Jess. Wow. But then I was like,
I'm so good at this.
I'm all dang, you know.
Like you get more off at like knowing that you're like that hot than you do at him like tongue punching you.
Well, but then I was kind of mad because like he didn't ask if he could like do that like in my mouth. He just did it. And I feel like that's something, hot take. I don't do that for everybody either. We got to be in love because, you know, I'm not that girl.
So I'm not swallowing all these
I'm not
babies.
that girl. Okay, we got to be in love. So I'm like, you just did a little inconsiderate. I got the ick really bad after that.
He was like literally no longer hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was willing
so
to look past my experience because to me, I'm like, I could teach you. Yeah. I could give you, you know, an anatomy scan or I could show you on a map where things are.
Yeah. How it goes.
Yeah. But after that, I was like, I'm okay. Like,
I feel bad for girls that get with guys like that, like, because they're so hot and then they tolerate like bad sex. Like, I can think you are so attractive. And if it's like bad or like I said, I was like drunk.
Yeah.
And like this guy's like all over me and I'm like, oh, this is gross. Like, I don't want this. Like, what am I doing? Or what am like, how do I get him off? And then he like grabs my hand and puts my hand down his pants and I'm like, okay, that's how, what the fuck is that? Like, no.
Yeah.
Get it away. Get it away.
Yeah.
Well, you might have been a little cute in the beginning.
And now you're gross.
Not, but gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, and that's the thing too, like him, like
I need to go wash my hands.
He like didn't kiss me. Like he didn't like do anything. And then after that was done, he was like, all right, well, that was fun. Like, bye. And I was like,
bye.
I was like, okay, like you were so hot to me. Like I literally had like taken a screenshot of his Instagram and sent it to my mom and I was like, look at this. This guy's hot. She's like, yeah, he is. Like, congrats. And then
yuck.
After that, I was like, this is why I don't just like give it to anybody. Like, because like, then I'm disappointed. I feel dirty after. Like after that, I just
You're like
felt,
disappointed in yourself.
Yeah. Like I just felt like, like I didn't even really know him that well. And like,
do you think it was the alcohol that gave you like liquid courage?
Yeah, totally. Because I would not have done that if I was sober.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the problem with, I mean, my experience is pretty similar to, actually yours is pretty bad.
Do you think? Wow, I'm so edgy.
I mean, like literally, it's basically the same story except for I blacked out.
Well, I think,
and you got, well, I mean, I don't know what I got, but you got something bad out of it, but you got something out of it. I don't know if he returned the favor. Probably not, because I would be like, no, like, don't touch me, maybe.
No,
but
I wish I didn't.
I feel like I want to say that I would say that, but I don't know that I could say anything that day. I was just like, bleh.
Yeah, like, you're like, if I open my mouth, I'm gonna throw up.
Literally. Well, I was, and then I remember, and yes, you get like, I gave myself such the ick, obviously. I wake up, there's a fucking dick in my mouth.
That's like, crazy. Yours is way worse than mine.
God, like, gross. What is happening? This is how did I get here? And then like I said, but seriously, like I was like, how do I get out of the situation? I'm going to vomit.
Yeah.
I'm going to vomit. Like that's the only thing
That's so sad that you're in your fight or flight mode and you're like, hang on.
Like I literally, I opened. Okay. So I'm like laying, he's on this side. Right. Mm-hmm. And I'm like going down on him and they like stop the car and I reach for the handle, push and like basically like move my body and I like stuck my finger. I remember sticking my finger in my throat so hard that for like a couple of days, like my throat, I could feel it. and my throat hurt.
Mhm.
And I just I was already nauseous. I already had too much liquor. Everything was already sour and gross. It did not take much.
But
I was like,
horrible,
and then
dude.
of course he's like, I remember, oh my God. I remember him like rubbing my back and being
Like,
like,
as you were throwing up?
Yes. Like, we're not.
He was probably still hoping.
Oh, 100%.
Even after
I
that.
I was totally getting that. And now that now that I kind of think about it, I think both him and his friend were doing coke. Because I remember them asking if I wanted a bump, and I remember saying no.
You're all.
I remember,
Fist.
yeah, I like clap. I remember saying no. That's like basic, and that was in the car.
That's
and that was in the
horrible.
car. And I don't remember seeing them do it. I just remember hearing the question.
That's a horrible experience.
Oh,
I am
awful.
so sorry
It's
you
atrocious.
went through that.
But at the same time, like it's literally like you just feel so gross.
You feel so bad.
You feel so gross. And like you can't take back what you've already done.
Yeah.
And it's like I think that for you, him being like, okay, I'm bouncing deuces, like, you know, I'm out.
I cried. I cried. I remember like going back into the house and being like, oh my God, like, ugh, like why? I like sobered up.
Yeah.
I started crying. I was like, why did I was coherent, like, because he was hot.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fine. Like, I'm not that girl.
Yeah.
And so I remember feeling
even
bad.
if you are that girl, like you still like feel like ugh.
Well,
gross.
and I actually like
I don't feel like any girl. I know that there are girls that are like, oh, pay me and I'll do this or whatever. Like you still have feelings. Like I was friends with multiple strippers and they would come home and they would be like, one lived with me like at one point, but like she would come home and she would be like, dude, this guy like totally grossed me out. Like I like need to fucking meditate and pray. Like I need to do sage all over my body. Like it's like a means to an end, but like at the same time, like they're not in a good place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's, I was always the only friend that like wasn't having sex and like wasn't like drinking or what I was, because I was so scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think part of why I was able to like stay like pure for so long was because all my girlfriends had these horror stories.
Yeah.
And it like turned me off. Like I was like, I don't want to experience that. Like, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Like, I don't want to go. Like I had multiple friends, like when we were really, really young, like hook up, get ghosted. And they're thinking because we're 15, 16, 17, that this guy's like in love with them and like they're going to be together forever. And like, but then, you know, they get ghosted, they're crying. They feel like they just like gave up something for somebody that like, they thought that like because men are such mass manipulators, and I know women can be too, but
for sure, both sides.
Yeah, but when like with my experience, like with a man, like
but men chase tail, women chase emotions.
Yes,
and women manipulate
to get emotions,
and men manipulate to get tail.
Totally, that's the perfect way of putting it. And when you get too emotional, when the man is just wanting to to chase the tail and gets what he wants. Like, I feel like that's a recipe for getting ghosted and for being like after I had lost my virginity, if I was not with the guy I was with, I don't regret losing it to him because we were together for so long. Yeah, and like I loved him and whatever. If it was with anybody else, I would have gone insane. And so I watched that happen with so many of my friends
because they were losing it, but they were losing it early.
Yeah. Yeah. And like in growing up when I was still even with this boyfriend because we broke up, I think when I was 21 and, all my friends like hooking up with like going out to bars. We're 21. They're going to bars. They're going home with guys. And then they would never hear from them again. And they'd be like upset. About it. Yeah. And so with this guy, even though we didn't have like sex, we didn't have intercourse, but to me, that's still like I personally think oral is more intimate than sex. Like your penis is in my mouth. My vagina is in your mouth. Like that's disgusting if you really think about it. You know what I mean? Like that is like so
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah.
And it's in your
You're all,
mouth.
I don't even put mushrooms in my mouth.
Literally. I'm all, that's crazy work. Like, and I remember after that thinking like, I'm going to hear from him. Like, I didn't want to be with him, but I was like, I'm going to hear from him, you know, and I never did.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah. No, I never heard from dude. At least I think.
But did it hurt your feelings? Because
No.
my feelings were hurt.
No.
Really?
It did not hurt my feelings because I think because you entered in that like with your brain.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though like intoxication kind of pushed you there, I did not.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I didn't like want to be there at all. So it was like very like, I don't know. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
I was because I feel the need to always take responsibility for my actions and like put the least amount of blame on whoever the other party is. It was definitely like he took advantage 100% of the situation because we weren't even like I said, he was one of the guys that I didn't know. We weren't even having conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I maybe had noticed that he was like checking me out, but we were like young, like everybody's like kind of checking everybody out, you know, back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I did not get the vibe like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on that tonight.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a bad looking guy, but I don't think that he was my type.
Right.
I don't feel like I pursued him.
Yeah.
So who the hell knows? I don't know.
What a time.
Blech.
What a time.
Now that we have given ourselves the ick
Trauma
for
dump.
your entertainment, I'm done.
And that's the end of that.
Yeah, and that's the end of that. Oh my God.
In other words,
have trauma stories though that you want to share so I can feel better about my
yes.
please tell me.
Please write them down.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
DM them to me so I can feel better about myself. You can be like, thank you so much for sharing because I once also did this.
Yeah.
And I can be like, oh girl, I know.
And if you're young and listening, just like, you know,
don't do
just
it.
Think about it.
Just don't
think
do
about
it.
it.
Just don't. Yeah. Oh my
think
God.
about it before you go there.
Oh my God. Yes. Ugh. Okay. Well, that's the end of us today. So be bold.
Be bright.
And have a little bite.
Pink.
Bye.